8:30, fell asleep, woke up a little bit, got my last meal and took my medicines and fell back asleep. But I did sleep good, so that's the good news about all that. I probably needed some good sleep. I hadn't had sleep in a while. And you could sort of tell it when you listen to me because I was grumpy. No camera this morning. My hair, I haven't necessarily got up yet, so I'm technically, my hair's not fit to go on to put a camera on me. Oh, I could, but I'd look like a... Anyways, here's some Space Invaders. I didn't get that little shifty ship. So nice yesterday evening. I just went out and sat on the porch for a while. I thought that it wasn't so hot out there. Hadn't been out there in a while. And we had actually had the door kind of blocked off since Christmas. There's a bunch of boxes there that was left over from packages. We finally got them out of the way of the door and cleaned up. We don't hardly use that porch unless we have to. So it's facing the road. So we don't use it much. So it wasn't really a big deal to say it was there. And we had some mosquitoes and other problems 2 years before. I just quit going out there because of it, because the screen got tore. It's got a screen over it. They can very much get in there. Now we bagged it up or put plastic over it. But somehow or other they still get in there. So I had a flying bug on me last night. I don't know what it was. I couldn't see it. It was dark. It used to have a plexiglass over it, but some storm came through and cracked one of our panels. It used to be completely sealed in. It's sort of like a room that you can see out it. We're going to fix that too eventually. We just can't get around that. We're going to put real windows in it instead of plexiglass. That's what's taking so long. That plexiglass crap is expensive now. Hell, you can afford to put windows in it cheaper than you can put because there's a big old sheet. Huge panel. You can afford windows more than you can put that shit in. I assume it was a storm anyway. You never know around here. We got a bunch of haters. Even though my mother has been here her whole life, her people didn't come here, but That was during her mother, when her mother was young. So, her mother was a little girl. So, her people had come from Mississippi. She's 77 this year, so that's how long she's been here. All these Johnny-come-latelys have come here and started in with us. I've been here my whole life. I was actually born here. Now they moved out into the country for a few years when I was a young kid and baby. So I've pretty much been here for 40 something years, because I came here to come to school when I started school. I went and got me one of those original Mississippi flags since they banned it, because it's part of my blood, part of my heritage. Now, that's a shame they changed that many years of history. I mean, that Georgia flag is only been 1953 or 6, whichever one it was. I always get them confused. I think it's 6. But when they changed that Mississippi flag, they changed 100 years of history there. Over stupidity. You can't change what the past was. And when you look at them past us, things ain't always how they paint it. Although it was bad for them to have slaves. I'm talking about them Indians. Them Indians were violent. There's records of it. They didn't just complain and send them back home. They set out to kill them. That's why they want to erase history, though. They like retelling it to suit their needs. Especially that racist, xenophobic tale they like to tell. That's why I've enjoyed finding those books on George Washington. And I'm glad they're public domain, because I can make them available. I can't really blame the Indians, but I mean, they were literally violent. They were setting out to destroy the white people. There's a difference. Big difference. Even them camps can't compete with that they're going on about, those internment camps that the AOC likes to complain about. They don't teach that anymore. They don't teach that in history. I pretty much remember most of that stuff. I can't believe how much I remembered. I hadn't heard history in so long, since I was a kid. There's only a few parts of that 1500s that I didn't remember. When they was just going over what they was going to be talking about, I remembered, yeah, I remember that in class. It started popping up in my brain. So I got more of it than I realized. See, I'd sleep most of the time. But I did pick it up, even though I was asleep, because when I was reading those subjects, or what they was going to be discussing in the chapter, I remembered the majority of it. I always remember the Boston Tea Party and all that stuff, but I'm talking about the early stuff, like the massacre, the town that disappeared, all that Roanoke, and I remember all that stuff. Of course, you'll sometimes hear about that in some of these sites that go on, or people that go on about UFOs, and like Artville and stuff. That's just the way the world works. The way it always did. You can even look at the Bible for that history. Sometimes the Israelites are commanded to not leave none of them alive. It's not good, but that's just the way war is. Yet they make America sound so bad and evil. And all these lands are made on domination, every one of them. I'm not saying it was good. I probably wouldn't have survived because I'm kind of I don't believe in that. But at the same time, you gotta survive. But actually going in and taking somebody else's place and making it yours, I wouldn't have done nothing like that. I'd have probably just stayed where I was at. That's what I've done so far, even though I'm not happy. Which I don't really have the means. Here is a little feed. I don't have no fan on it. Which I had it on. I went to sleep with it, but Lord, I woke up cold. We had our first taste of winter last night. That's when I decided last night to go out on that porch because I knew it'd be nice. I tried to go out the other day and it was just too warm out there. Well, I don't know how long, only 12 minutes. Well, at least I got on a little bit. I was wanting to get on last night and just wasn't able. I watched Trump's on too. So. He was already on by the time I got back in the house. I remembered he was being on. I just didn't know what time he was coming on. You know, he sometimes starts late, so I didn't know. I didn't ever hear a time. I just heard that he was going to Macon. I'd have liked to have been there, but I wouldn't have felt like it anyway. I didn't feel good yesterday. I mostly just kicked back. Macon's not really that far from here. What was my final score? 25:05, 35, 65 was my high. Well, I got about 15 minutes on. I'll be back after breakfast. Hopefully. Granted, I'm not sleepy. I could be, as I woke up pretty early. For me, anyway. My time getting up is about right now. I usually have my clock set about 9:30. But when I don't sleep good, I wake up somewhere after 10. I got a 10:30 one that I keep in the background just in case I get to bed really late. So I was about an hour and something before my time I even get up, so I may be out of energy by the time because I'm all out of whack now with that. I'm up earlier than I normally get up. My time is 9:30. That's what time I like to get up.